Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys some budget and budget tracking tips for your next travels. And I'm not talking about booking piso fare or looking for the cheapest hotels. I'm talking about other real-life tips that you might be missing when it comes to planning your travels. For those who are new here, hey, it's ENC na share travel tips para masulit mo yung bakasyon mo kasi deserve mo yan. First is about committing to a credit card. Yes, medyo kakaiba, pero sometimes the more you spend, the more you save. So in the past years, medyo nakailang flights na rin tayo, nakalibre tayo ng flight tickets because I was committed to one credit card. And siya talaga yung main card na ginagamit ko. And with that, nag-accumulate ako ng maraming points and I ended up accumulating enough points na makakonvert sa miles na eventually nagagamit ko to fly for free. Of course, just make sure that you really pay your credit cards in full and on time to avoid additional charges. Second tip is about booking hotels. So common question na nakikita ko kapag nagla-live ako and kapag sa mga other videos ko, kailan daw ba yung right time to book a hotel. My personal opinion is to book it as soon as possible. Kunyari, nag-book kami in January pero yung flight namin is sa July pa. Ang ginagawa namin, January pa lang, nagbo-book na kami ng hotel for July pero we always choose something with free cancellation. This enables you to still have weeks or even months yung pagitan ng booking date and flight date nyo to look for more hotels na mas pasok sa budget or mas pasok doon sa preferences nyo. In this case, sulit na sulit talaga sa amin yung mga free cancellation offers. And the free cancellation yung hotel, most of the time, you also pay the hotel at a later date, not when you booked it. Which means, if we booked, say, in January for a June trip, tapos free cancellation siya until May, usually payment happens during May pa. So that gives you some allowance to actually pay for something else. And that leads me to tip number 3. What you can do in your trips is to actually spread the expenses. So again, if we booked say in January pero June pa yung flight, ang ginagawa namin, nakaspread yung expense in such a way na January, we pay for flights. February, we book for a free cancellation hotel. February, we booked for activities, etc., etc. So that way, naka-pacing din yung mga bayarin. Pre-booking could also save you some money, which leads me to tip number 4. For example, if you use Klook to book your activities, you can use promo codes to get discounts of up to 5% off. Or if you want more discounts, you can head over to your Klook app and search nyo yung username ko na HeyENC, mapapadpad kayo dun sa Creator Shop. So Creator Shop is basically a collection of all my recommendations that includes hotels, activities, day tours, and more. So just scroll down to the voucher section and you can claim discount vouchers bigger than 5%. With that, at least nakakatipid ka kahit papano when you pre-book these activities. And the last tip, which I think is very important, is to plan your budget. It's easy to say, pero honestly guys, hindi yan madali. That's why I want to share with you guys a tool that I made this week to help you plan your expenses for your trips. This is a free travel budget planner template that I made that you can download for free. Basically, nakatab siya into 3 sections. The first one is all about the overview. The overview section basically is all about your travel. Ang pinaka-important na part dyan is the conversion rate because that will affect all the other computations later on. And then, meron din siyang budget summary section na makikita nyo agad ano yung total per budget expense category, flight, accommodation, food, shopping, etc. Sa next tab, which is pre-flight expenses, dito papasok yung lahat ng pre-book stuff ninyo. That includes your round-trip flight, for example, accommodation, etc. So here, you can already tag kung saan siya na expense category. But ang excited ako is the booking status part. Basically, you can tag kung ano yung status of the booking. Not yet booked, booked pending payment, booked but partially paid, and booked and paid or fully paid na. Naglagay din ako ng section for a payment due date para mas madali mong matag kung kailan mo na siya kailangan bayaran if paid via credit card. And lastly, the daily expenses. So if you want an estimate of your daily expenses during your trip, then this section is very useful because here you can log the name of the expense and the amount in local currency. In this example, pwede kang maglagay ng expense name. Kunyari, kumain ka sa isang restaurant, ilalagay mo lang magkano siya in the local currency. Kunyari, NTD. Lalagay mo lang dito, 500. And then, dahil nilagay mo na yung conversion rate earlier, it will now auto-compute to show the PHP conversion. And here you will also tag the expense category, kung flight, accommodation, shopping, sightseeing, etc. Once everything is filled out here, you can now go back to the trip overview to now see the budget summary of expenses. If you guys want a copy of that template, just check the description and nandun yung link. So those are my 5 tips, but in case may hindi ako na-cover or meron pa kayong additional request on topics that you want to cover in the next videos, just comment them below. Hope this helps. More travel soon!